Today we're in Yellowstone National Park exploring a truly unique landscape that has impressed visitors for over 2 centuries. Welcome to Mammoth Hot Springs.
The terraces here, like Mound Spring, are actually living sculptures shaped by the volume of water, slopes in the ground, and the objects in the water's path.
This popular destination is located just inside the north entrance of the park along Grand Loop Road. There are 2 main boardwalks, the upper terrace and the lower terrace, which together cover over 1.5 miles of this beautiful terrain with approximately 300 feet in elevation gain. You definitely get a bit of that rotten egg sulfur smell exploring here.
The boardwalk overlook of New Blue Spring is one of the best examples of this area's incredible character. New Blue Spring can become active or inactive several times in 1 year.
The geothermal activity here is unique from other features in the park due to the presence of limestone. This is a softer type of travertine, allowing these formations to grow more quickly than other mineral deposits in the park. The composition is similar to what you'd find in stalactite caves, which is why this is often referred to as an inside-out cave. Minerva Springs is another highlight in this area. Over the years, with ebbs and flows of these terraces, it was once confused with the nearby Cleopatra Spring, which several other different terraces have been mistakenly dubbed over the years. Now, Minerva Springs is, however, named for the Roman goddess of artists, and it started to form cascades in the 1990s. It's been delighting onlookers ever since.
Three main terraces make up the Mammoth Hot Springs area: the lower, main, and upper terrace. Prospect Terrace connects the main and the upper terrace areas together.
Please remember the leave no trace principles when visiting these wild and wonderful places. And of course, always stay on the marked trails and boardwalks for your safety here.
Spring Mound is located along the upper terrace. Now, this spring flows from several vents from its top and side. Interestingly, the road was recently moved away from the spring to allow for a more free flow of water and for the travertine formations to continue to grow here.
There are many wonderful and fascinating features along the upper terrace, but a couple of my favorite happened to be Angel Terrace and the orange Spring Mound, which, as you can see, was named for the beautiful vibrant orange colors created by bacteria and algae here. White elephant back terrace looks like, you guessed it, an elephant's back.
For decades, Angel's Terrace was dry and crumbling, but activity resumed here in 1985. And it's a great reminder that some of the other dormant features you see in this area may one day flow again.
Depending on its activity and temperature, Angel Terrace can be either pure white or filled with an array of bright colors from the microorganisms it produces when highly active.
Entering in or exploring around the Angels Terrace area is strictly prohibited, not only to protect the natural features here, but also to protect you from the dangerously unstable ground and boiling water which can flow here. There is, however, a small pull-off with great viewpoints of this incredible area. The Mammoth Hot Springs Trail does connect the upper and lower terraces. However, the boardwalks include several hundred stairs, making this a bit of a strenuous hike, so you may want to consider driving to the upper and lower boardwalks separately on your trip. Water flows down the steep and colorful ridge at Pallet Spring. However, if wildlife's in the area, you might not be able to get too close.
There are many wonderful formations to enjoy along the lower boardwalk, including Juniper and Mound Terraces, Devil's Thumb, and Liberty Cap. Now, Liberty Cap is a cone-shaped hot spring coming in at just under 40 feet tall, and it was named in 1871 for its similarity to a hat worn in the French Revolution, but the wildlife might steal the show here.
Standing over 37 feet tall, Liberty Cap was created by a hot spring that was active for an extended period of time, allowing mineral deposits to build up slowly and continuously over centuries.
Mammoth Hot Springs are constantly changing. Each terrace here goes through cycles of activity. For example, starting in 1926, the Opal Terrace here began depositing about a foot of travertine each year, which is actually threatening this historic structure.
The National Park Service strives to protect both historic and natural resources here, which is a true challenge with the historic house designed by Robert Reamer and built over a century ago in 1908 as an example of Frank Lloyd Wright's prairie-style architecture.
Thanks so much for joining me today in Yellowstone National Park. And for more information on this area, see my full Mammoth Hot Springs blog post at flyingdawnmarie.com. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And until next week, I hope you find adventure and encouragement wherever you go. Bye!